Let's look at destroyed in the Torah. Let's go to Genesis 7, and we want 23. And every living substance was destroyed, which was upon the face of the ground, both man and cattle, and the creepy things, and the fowls of heaven, and they were destroyed from the earth. And Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark. Let's go to 13 and 10. And Lot lifted up his eyes, and behold, all the plain of Jordan, that it was well watered everywhere before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, even as the garden of the Lord, like the land of Egypt, as though cometh unto Zor. Let's go to 19 and 9. And they said, Stand back. And they said again, This one follow, come in to sojourn, and he will need to be a judge. Now will we deal worse with thee than with them? And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door. Let's go to 34 and 30. And Jacob said to Simeon and Levi, Ye have troubled me, to make me to stink among the inhabitants of the land, among the Canaanites and the Perizzites. I bring few in number. They shall gather themselves together against me, and slay me, and I shall be destroyed, I and my house. Let's go to Exodus 10, and we want 7. And Pharaoh's servant said unto him, How long shall man be a snare unto us? Let the men go, that they may serve the Lord their God. Knowest thou not yet that Egypt is destroyed? Let's go to 22 and 20. He that sacrificeth unto any god, save unto the Lord only, he shall be utterly destroyed. Let's go to Numbers, and we want 21 and 3. And the Lord hearkened to the voice of Israel, and delivered up the Canaanites, and they utterly destroyed them and their cities, and he called the name of the place Hormash. Let's go to Deuteronomy, and we want 1 and 44. And the Amorites, which dwelled in the mountain, came out against you, and chased you, as bees do, and destroyed you in Shur, even to Hormah. Let's go to 2 and 12. The Hormeans also dwelt in Shur before time, but the children of Esau succeeded them, when they had destroyed them from before them, and dwelt in their stead, as Israel did unto the land of his possession, which the Lord gave unto them. Let's skip on down to 20 and 24. That also was accounted a land of giants. Giants dwelt therein in old time, and the Amorites called them Zamzummis, a people great and many and tall, as the Anakims. But the Lord destroyed them before them, and they succeeded them, and dwelt in their stead, as he did to the children of Esau, which dwelt in Shur, when he destroyed the Hormites from before them, and they succeeded them, and dwelt in their stead even unto this day. And the Avims, which dwelt in Hazorm, even unto Isaiah the Captimus, which came forth out of Camorta, destroyed them, and dwelt in their stead. Let's go on down to 34. And we took all his cities at that time, and utterly destroyed the men, and the women, and the children, and the little ones of every city. We left none to remain. Only the cattle we took for a prey unto ourselves, and the spoils of the cities which were took. And that's 35. Let's go on to Deuteronomy 1, 3 and 6. And we utterly destroyed them, as we did unto Sihon, king of Heshbon, utterly destroying the men and women and children of every city. Let's go to chapter 4, and we want verse 3. Your eyes have seen what the Lord did because of Baal Peor. For all the men that follow Baal Peor, the Lord thy God hath destroyed them from among you. Let's skip on down and go to 25 and 26. When thou shalt beget children and children's children, ye shall have remained long in the land, and shall corrupt yourself, and make a graven image, or the likeness of anything, and shall do evil in the sight of the Lord thy God, and provoke him to anger. I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day, that ye shall soon utterly perish from off the land whereunto ye go over Jordan to possess it. Ye shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed. Let's go to Deuteronomy 7, and we want 20 through 24. Moreover, the Lord thy God will send the hornets among them, until they are left, and hide themselves from thee, be destroyed. Thou shalt not be afraid at them, for the Lord thy God is among you, a mighty God and terrible. And the Lord thy God will put out those nations before thee by little and little. Thou mayest not consume them at once, lest the beasts of the field increase upon thee. But the Lord thy God shall deliver them unto thee, and shall destroy them with a mighty destruction, until they be destroyed. And he shall deliver their kings into thy hand, and thou shalt destroy their name from under heaven. There shall no man be able to stand before thee until you have destroyed them. Let's go to Deuteronomy 9, and we want 8. Also in Horeb ye provoked the Lord to wrath, so that the Lord had angry with you to have destroyed you. Let's go on down to 20. And the Lord was very angry with Aaron to have destroyed him. And I pray for Aaron also the same time. Let's go to Deuteronomy 11, and we want 1 through 7. Therefore thou shalt love the Lord thy God, and keep his charge, and his statute, and his judgment, and his commandments always. And know ye this day, for I speak not with your children which have not known, and which have not seen, the chastisement of the Lord your God, his greatness, his mighty hand, his stretched out arm, and his miracles, and his acts, which he did in the midst of Egypt and Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, and to all his land. And what he did unto the armies of Egypt, and to their horses, and to their chariots. How he made the waters of the Red Sea to overflow them, as they pursued after you, and how the Lord hath destroyed them before him unto this day. And what he did unto you in the wilderness, until you came into this place. And what he did unto Dathan and Abiram, the son of Ahab, the son of Reuben. Now the earth opened her mouth, and swallowed them up, and their households, and their tents, and all their substance that was in their possession, in the midst of all Israel. But your eyes have seen all the great acts of the Lord, which he did. Let's go to Deuteronomy 12, and we want 29 and 30. When the Lord thy God shall cut off the nations from before thee, whether thou goest to possess them, and thou succeed them, and dwell in their land, take heed to thyself, that thou be not snared by following them, after that they be destroyed from before thee, and that thou inquire not after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their God? even so will I do likewise. Let's go on to 28, and we want 20 through 24. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke, in all that thou settest thy hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doing, whereby thou hast forsaken me. The Lord shall make thee pestilent cleave unto thee, until he have consumed thee from off the land, whether thou goest to possess it. The Lord shall smite thee with a consumption, and with a fever, and with an inflammation, and with an extreme burning, and with the sword, and with the blistering, and with the mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish. And thy heavens that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thy feet be iron. And the Lord shall make the rain of the land powder, and dust from heaven shall it come down upon thee, until thou be destroyed. Let's go on down to 45 to 48. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he command thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon the seed forever, because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want for all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee. Let's stay in 48, and we want to go to 49, down to 51. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of furious countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. And he shall eat the fruit of the cattle, and the fruit of thy land, until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thine kin, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee. Let's skip over to 61. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, them will the Lord bring upon thee, until thou be destroyed. There is a whole lot of definitions and the strongest concordance to all these that I'm going to be doing in the Old Testament. So please watch out for all the Strong's Concordance, because I'm going to give them at the very end of everything. I'm going to give them all in one tutorial or in one video, however y'all want to look at it.